Hello everyone, this is Johannes.
And this is Cinema.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And welcome back to Game of the Month. This time we're talking about the games that we played in June.
I know I'm saying this every month now, but the time goes so quickly.
Yes, it does.
Like I was planning this video and I was like, have it already been a month? And it has. June has been so quick. And July is now when you're watching this. And in July, we are going to the United States of America for a lot of different things. We're going to make a travel vlog so you can see all the things we have been doing. But we're also going to be at Gen Con.
Yes.
That's going to be amazing. We will be doing vlogs from Gen Con every day. We're going to do the pickup video when we get home, the live stream. And if you are at Gen Con, what can you do that we would be very happy if you did?
Please come and say hi to us. And also, we'll be very happy if you do the secret sign.
Not a double, just a single one, like... And we will do it back and we're going to have a fun time together. We really hope to see you there. And now, let's do the thing. If you haven't seen these Game of the Month videos before, they start with you giving us a victory point.
Yes, and you can subscribe by giving us a victory point. It's a button down there.
That is exactly the way we always say it.
Yes.
This video is done in this way. We start with the stats of the month. Then we're going over into listing all the different games that we have played. And then we're going to talk about the most fun experience, the biggest surprise, the biggest letdown, and the top 3 games of the month.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I am.
Are you excited?
I'm excited.
We played some great games this month.
Yes, we did.
It was a good month for gaming, I felt like.
I agree.
It was fun. July is going to be less. We might do a game of the month. I'm not sure yet because we're going to be away 3 of the weeks and mostly not playing board games. But now, let's talk about these games.
Yes.
In June, we played 47 plays.
Versus 59 in May.
We played 29 different games.
Versus 21 different games in May.
We played 19 games that was new to us.
That's more than in May. There were only 12.
Which month was it?
May.
Okay, we played 38 hours of board games.
That's a lot less than last month, which was May,
yes.
when we played 69 hours.
Yeah, because we played some campaign games and stuff like that. So we played more games this month, but less hours. I know math and numbers. So the most important stat, of course, always is how many times did each of us win the games that we played? How many times did you win, Sunniva?
I won 21 times.
And how many times did I win, Johannes? 24. Oh.
I have to up my game. There's been too few months lately when I'm winning.
Yes, but also you also then need to play with me every time I play.
That's true.
Because I play with other people and I have won.
Haha.
So now, these are the games that we played in June 2024.
Hard to get.
Windmill Valley.
Cascadero.
Cascadito.
Switchbacks.
Ezra and Nehemiah.
Epos A Gentes game.
Terminus.
A Message from the Stars.
Mimir's Challenge.
Land vs. Sea.
Synergy.
Wildcatters.
Ultimate Railroads.
The Emerald Flame.
Arch Society.
Sand.
Expeditions.
Trekking through history.
Through the Desert.
Clash of Magic Schools.
Fisheries of Gloucester.
Spectral.
Tokaido Duo.
Star Wars Bounty Hunters.
The Walking Dead, the Dice Game.
Cheers to the Governor.
Kirai, the Duel.
Don't Skip Leg Day.
Those are the games we played. Many of those you have already seen a Keep or Cull or review for, and the rest of them are mostly coming up on the Keep or Cull or reviews episodes in the future. Some great games. I felt like we played many games this month where I felt like this was fun.
I agree.
It goes a bit up and down, like depending on some months we have less luck with the games we play. And this month was mostly released games. We played 2 prototypes. We played Epos, a Gentes game. We're going to do some content for that. And we also played Mimir's Challenge, which is a game that is developing by some friends of ours. So that was really fun. And like be able to play the game and also bounce some ideas, trying some changes, and seeing how a little bit more behind the scenes of a gaming production that we are used to.
Absolutely, and we love being creative, and we've made some like escape room games, and we love playing scripts and solving things.
Yes.
This felt like another challenge to try and
puzzle.
Yes.
I mean, Mimir's Challenge. Because
challenge.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
So now we are going. I'm doing like this weird transition.
Yes,
like, and now we're going into the other part where I need my phone because I don't remember.
I do too.
So we are starting off with the most fun experience for June 2024. I don't know either why I'm saying like the year because This is the most fun experience of June 2019.
My most fun experience was A Message from the Stars. I think that was a really unique game, and it is like a co-op deduction game.
Yes.
And I thought it was really fun. I love deduction games, and I loved seeing it. Like it, as you said, also it reminds me of the crypto because it is a little more. It's not that straightforward. It's hard to understand. Yeah, it's hard to get. But I thought it was a really fun challenge, both to be deciphering what the alien was trying to message, but also trying to give clues back. That was a cool balance.
I actually have 2.
Oh, you have 2?
Yes, because I can cheat as much as I want because this is
our
our
list.
video. First one is a game, and the second one isn't a game.
Okay.
The game is it's just like most of the time these when they're not like new things that are just like super fun. It's gonna be the chance to play a game that I don't usually get the chance to play.
Yeah.
And this was a game you didn't get to play sadly, but it was Ultimate Railroads. It was so much fun to play that game again. Just like setting it its way, we played with the German Railroad expansion. Just a truly fantastic game. It is in both our top 100. I think it was yours as well.
I think so. I'm looking forward to playing it again.
Game. My other most fun experience was trying to qualify for the ER Champ competition, Escape Room Championship, the World Championship in Escape Rooms. There was a online qualification. We didn't do well. We were 4 people. We are usually pretty good at escape rooms, but this one was hard. It was a 4-hour time limit. It's like a point-and-click online escape room game. And after the 4 hours, we had done 64% of the game. And last year, somebody was done in like 1 hour and 36 minutes. This year, they spent like over 2 hours. So it was like over 30 minutes longer. It was a very hard experience. If you enjoy puzzle games and you like harder ones, go into erchamp.com and you can play pretty soon, probably this one, but also the older editions of it. You can play for free online. Really recommend that. That was so much fun. It was kind of like spontaneous because we didn't have it planned.
No.
I saw it on Thursday, and on Friday I went over to the other couple and I did some practicing with them. When you had to work things, you had to work. And then on Saturday we were like sitting, 4 of us with pizza and snacks and just like trying to do the best we could. It was a super great experience, and we're obviously going to do it next year as well.
Yeah, it was really fun. I didn't realize we could talk about things that weren't game related, but it is game related.
It's kind of
game related.
And
but
also we can do whatever we want.
It's really fun.
Yes. So now we're going into the biggest surprise. These are going to be games. It's not like, I was so surprised when I saw a bird outside my window.
Well, it actually happened.
It did, yes. So that's probably why my mind went
But I
to it.
was surprised.
Yes. So what is your most surprise?
My biggest surprise is actually Through the Desert, because I didn't like Through the Desert. I didn't like it at all. I thought it was a stupid game for stupid people. No, sorry. I'm just kidding. But we played a new edition now, and I was just like, oh, why didn't I like this? This is a great game.
I thought you liked it before.
No,
as well.
I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't like it. Now I like it, and that was surprising to me.
Yes. And also,
I don't know if the game has changed. I think it's more
at all.
me that has changed.
And another thing that's changed with the game is that it now doesn't fit in the box.
Oh, yeah.
Which is,
That was also a surprise.
I like games that fit in their boxes. That's like one of my main things I like with games.
Yeah, I love both small box sizes. But if that means the game isn't gonna fit,
yes,
I don't want it. I want the big box though.
My biggest surprise is 2 games.
You're cheating again.
Yes. The first one is A Message from the Stars. It was very fun. I knew kind of nothing about it. I just backed it on Kickstarter. But it was really good. The other biggest surprise is Spectral from Ryan Courtney. A really nice, different deduction game. We only got to play with 2 people so far. I'm really looking forward to play it with more. But yeah, super surprise. Very, very fun. Those are my cheating things. But for the top 3, I only had 3.
Okay.
I didn't do like...
That's good.
For my number 3, I have 5 games.
I have a top 10 actually.
Yes.
I could make that actually because we played so many good games this month.
But now, top 3 games of the month.
Biggest letdown. You wanted to skip it?
Have
you cheated on that as well?
Yeah, because I took 2 on the other one. I took 0.
My biggest letdown is Sand. I wished it would be more fun.
Yes.
And I thought the theme was really fun.
Sand, very fun theme.
No, but the way that you actually move the worm and you feed him instead of like it costs 10 money, you're done. I thought that was fun, and I wanted the game to be more fun. But I think that we've now figured out that pick up and deliver isn't our favorite genre.
And this isn't my favorite game because it's not only the genre, it's the game.
It's the game, absolutely.
And the rulebook.
Yeah, that also. But what is your biggest letdown?
It should be a perfect game because nothing is more beige than sand.
Yes, that was really disappointing.
It's my biggest disappointment as well. The VR usually has some very good games, and so they're hitting and hitting and hitting, so something has to miss. And this one sadly did that for me as well. For the reasons you said, like the rulebook wasn't good, the game was fine, but it was nothing special, and it made me sad. Sad.
Yes.
You got it? Like almost sad. So now we're doing the top 3 games of the month. As you said, this was kind of a hard list to make because we played so many great games.
Yes, we did.
I had to change the list like 2 minutes before we started the video.
Oh.
Yes.
My number 3 is...
Number 3.
Cheers to the governor. No. It's Cascadero. I think this is a really solid Reiner Knizia game, and I like it more and more the more I play it. I think it has great interaction, cool tracks, a little twist with not balancing the tracks that Knizia usually does. You're going to go heavy for like your track instead, and I'm looking forward to play it more with like the advanced side. That was really fun. I want to explore that more.
Love the game.
Yes.
It's fantastic, and highly recommend checking it out. You will see it on the channel soon as well. My number 3 is a prototype. It's Epos, a Gentis game. We enjoyed Gentis. I think that's how you call it. Gentis. I think
Gentis.
So. Enjoy that one. And Epos is basically like the base game of Epos is 80 to 90% of Gentis. Just a few changes for the map and stuff like that. Very nice. But then you're going to have 8 different modes basically to play the game. 8 different chapters that have different concepts, different things. In that box, we have the prototype. We only have the rules for the first scenario so far, the Kingdom scenario, so we played that. But we have all the components, and there's so much stuff, and I'm like, oh, what is this for? What is this for? So I really am excited to go and play the other ones. You can play this as a campaign if you want to, but you don't have to, so it's not like a campaign Euro game. You could do it like that, which will then have like some things going from scenario to scenario. You can just like find your favorite one mode to play the game. The first one we played basically felt like a module. Like you added a module to the game. You play the base game, but here's like the module that changes some of the parts. I like the base game, but the first scenario with the kingdoms, I enjoyed even more. We're going to do a playthrough of the base game, so you're going to get to see that on the channel. And it's a prototype, so it's going to be on crowdfunding. I really enjoyed it. That's my number 3. Back to you, Sunniva. It's your turn now.
Yes, my number 2 is Ezra and Nehemiah. And I think this is a beige game done well.
Yes,
it's a lot of sand,
beige.
And that's how we like it. This is a tight game.
Yes.
I think it's really cool because I love the Garfield games in general, but I think that this playing with the cards and making like the actions better, and also deciding what do you want to score at the end of the game, how you're going to acquire the resources you need, and which of the 3 main paths you're going to like focus on was really interesting, the puzzle part there. So that's why it's my number 2.
I basically did a cinema.
Yes.
Because I had this on my list last month.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it and I was like, but I'm more excited about these other things.
Yeah.
So I basically did what you did. Did you have it on your top 3 last month as well?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
I don't know. I don't have to check. I don't think so.
My number 2 is going to be... my number 2 is going to be Ultimate Railroads because it's a fantastic game. I love it. I love Russian Railroads. Is great, but the German version is like... Not the German version of the game, but the German Railroads expansion is so good. There is now also... We play the American expansion. We haven't played the Asia expansion, which is new in the Ultimate Railroads. But it's just like such a great game. We played with 4 people in 1 hour and 15 minutes.
That's really good.
Which is so good. There's so much. We played with pretty quick players then. It wouldn't have been 1 hour and 50 minutes if you were playing. It would have been longer.
That's true.
But it is a very nice game. It's a pretty straightforward worker placement game, but you want everything at all times, and the puzzle with the moving and building the rails, especially with the German one where you build your own rails and choose which options and bonuses you're going to go for. It's a fantastic game. Yes, it's like a essential Euro game, I would say. Highly recommend
I
it.
wanted to play it now.
Yes.
I'm sad that I didn't.
So, is your number one now?
My number one.
Yes.
My number one.
Wow.
You've already talked about. It's Epos Argentis game.
Oh, wow.
I really liked it.
Yes, you did, hopefully, because it is your number
It
one.
is. And yes, you said it was a prototype, but the prototype we got is beautiful. It looks like a finished game. I wouldn't even know that it was a prototype. Other than that, we're missing a lot of the rules.
Yes, and that I told you.
That's true.
It's a prototype.
Yes, and I am looking forward to play it with more than two, and I'm looking forward to play more of the scenarios.
Yes.
As you said, when you look at the components, you'd be like, oh, what is this? I want to know what this is. I'm looking forward to playing more.
My number one is a game that you tried to call. It's Wildcatters.
Yeah.
Wildcatters is a fantastic game. Don't listen to the colors of the world. Listen to the people who like to play good games. You like to play good games.
I do.
But you don't like to play all the good games, just most of them. It is a fantastic game. So much interaction, heavy on interaction, heavy on trying to do the right thing at the right time. Do I want to sneak in there to try to use your actions so that I can get, but then you're going to get stuff from me, but that's worth it because I get to move this and I get to get the oil and trying to do the area majority, trying to do all of these things at the same time. Really enjoy Wildcatters. It's a 4-player only. I would say you could play it with less and it works with 3. It doesn't really work with 2, but 4 players, it's fantastic. Highly recommend it if you enjoy classical Euro games with a lot of interactions in it.
I'm just gonna clarify that I like the game, even though I usually like a lot of the games that I try to call.
Yes, that's true.
Thank you.
You just didn't like it enough.
Yeah.
So that it's going to be that. Yes, again, I'm going to say that we're going to be at Gen Con. Give us a secret sign if you see us. We really want to say hi. And that is going to be the end of this video. If you are already bored about hearing about Gen Con, it's very short things about the videos. And you can watch the other parts. And also you're going to get vlogs. So you're going to be able to see what we do at Gen Con. And that's going to be the end of the video.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Cinema.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings. And bye-bye.